In this video, we are going to be checking out how to know when Bitcoin has bottomed. On this chart, this is a line chart of the Bitcoin index. That means all of the data, and I've changed from candles to a line chart to filter out some of the noise. Firstly, we are going to be checking out the Fib time frame analysis. You can find the Fibonacci retracement tool on the left of your chart. This is the Fib time zone analysis over here. And what we also have up here is the Bitcoin halvening indicator, the halvening events one. This will show you the different halvenings, and this will be our point from where we pull our Fibonacci tools. I'm just going to remove one so we can see how this works. So you select your Fib time zone analysis tool on the left here. You plot it on where the halvening happened, which was at this case the 13th of May, and then we pull it to where the next halvening is going to be. So over here you can see that the predicted next halvening will be in March 2024, excuse me. So that is our target over here. And then also by double clicking on the analysis tool, we can see that we have the 0.618, which this is the golden ratio. Please Google the golden ratio to find out why this is an important figure, not only in nature but in charts as well. The 786 and the 382, all of those are Fibonacci sequence numbers, and these play out in nature all the time. So from an analysis we can see that the price bottoms tend to happen around this golden ratio, which is the 0.618, and you can see it marked on the pink line. This was February the 15th, and by the time the halvening happens you have your parabolic move to the upside in the Bitcoin chart. Then the tops tend to happen around the 0.382. We can see beautifully here 2 months after the top of Bitcoin the 0.382 was printed. Then by then you have the bear market well underway, and a few weeks after the golden ratio prints 2 weeks after the golden ratio, the market bottomed in 2018 December. After that we had the Plus token Ponzi scheme in China, which took us up to the 786, and by the time the third halvening happened, the bull run was well underway. Then again, this new time analysis between the third and the fourth halvening shows us that the top came in the week after the 0.382 printed, which is quite accurate. Many people think that in fact the previous high that was made here was in fact the Bitcoin top this cycle. And then you can see we are currently a few weeks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, 7 weeks after the 0.618. So all of this tells us that we are well within what you would call the accumulation zone for Bitcoin in this cycle. This means it is the area after the golden ratio and before the 786 level. This is where people are accumulating their coins. Now it is important to remember that time analysis is sometimes more important than your price analysis, because Gann stated that when the time is up, the market will reverse. So there's still a little bit more time for the bulls to accumulate down here. This does not mean that the bottom is in over here. It can go lower, but this just tells us that the timing is now. And then we have the fourth halvening cycle in March, of course. And we can do this same analysis on the Ethereum chart. Once again, this is going off the Bitcoin halvening. Also, I've removed all of the line charts. And this Ethereum chart is also just as amazing. As we can see, from the halvening to the 382.1, 2 weeks after the 382 was printed, we got our first top in Ethereum. Then the bear market was well on its way, and then when the 0.618 printed, 1 to 3 weeks after, we got our bottom in Ethereum in December 2018. After that, by the halvening, the price goes absolutely parabolic, and the new halvening cycle, once again the top this time printed a week before the 0382 printed, and then your bear market, which tends to last 1 year, and then you get your 618 again, and this time we are in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks past the 0.618 or the golden ratio. But once again, these are the areas where the bulls are interested to be accumulating. And when everybody is crying up here, that is when I am selling. And when everybody is yelling up here and extremely excited, I'm selling. And when everybody is crying down here, I am buying, right? So we can see these areas once again are very important on the time analysis, as this is where most of the institutional markets and the bulls are getting their coins, right? Let's quickly go back to Bitcoin and do the 4-year time analysis. You can see I have time frames pulled up here from the top in November 2013 to the next top in December 2017. You can see that was 211 bars. Remember, there are 208 days in or 208 weeks in a year, and this is the weekly chart. So this cycle, the whole cycle from the top to the next top, was 211 bars. If we measure the bottoms from 2015 to 2018, you can see that it lasted 204 bars. So what we can see here is that these cycles tend to last on average about 208 bars, or in other words 4 years, right? This one being 211 and this one being 204 bars. If we can use that analysis again, we can see from the 2017 top to the recent top in November 2021, we can see that it lasted once again 204 bars, just 4 weeks short of a full 4-year cycle. The bottom, so we can only go about where we are currently at. From the bottom in 10 December 2018, 26 November 2018 to where we are currently at, it has been about 206 bars and 207 bars by the time this week closes on Monday. So we are well within the 4-year cycle, coming very close to the 4-year mark at 208 weeks, which is 2 weeks from now. That would be a full 4-year cycle and the start of the next cycle. From that analysis, we can kind of say where, if this week was the bottom, we can measure out 208 bars and see where our next bottom might be coming in. So the next cycle in 4 years time prints at November the 23rd, 2026. Let's see when the next top might come in the market. So from the top we will measure out again 208 bars, that puts us on Monday, 27 October 2025. So by that time, I would have been out the market and dollar cost averaging out, because you can never time the top perfectly, but these time analysis give us a very good indication of where it might be. So to sum everything up, from the halvening cycle, we want to be out of the market by the 0.382. We want to start accumulating again when the 0.618 has fired. We are now currently inside of the golden ratio area, or the 0.618 over here. And so the tops is at the 382. We can see the top printed perfectly. The previous time we want to start dollar cost averaging out before that area. Because remember, it's almost impossible to time the bottoms, but we can start accumulating or distributing our holdings around these areas, because the goal at the end of the day is to capture the largest move of the overall market. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you learned something. Cheers for now, and bye bye.